Basil has the highest waftability factor of any herb out there. And you know I'm always saying I love cilantro above all other herbs. Basil is right up there. Today's recipe is featuring basil. It's a chicken stir fry with basil. Start out by mise en placing all your ingredients. That means getting everything ready ahead of time. That works best for stir fries like this instead of my always be prepping or ABP that I normally do. So I'm making a stir fry and I like to have everything on hand. Then 2 red bell peppers cut into 1/4-inch strips. I just like to cut around the core like this to remove the seeds and then just cut off the bottom. See, seeds, flesh, perfect. Then you can just go back in and remove the foamy ribs. Ribs and flesh. Those are the words that you use to describe a pepper. Sounds like an animal. It's not, it's a vegetable. 1/4-inch strips. I suppose you could use yellow or orange or even green peppers if you'd like, but sweetness of the red pepper is really good here, especially with this basil. It's kind of a Thai-inspired dish. Well, it's not authentically Thai in any way, but a lot of Thai dishes are finished with basil like this one is. And then mince 6 cloves of garlic. A lot of people have been asking me why I remove the evil sprout in the center of the garlic clove. You know, honestly, it's just the way that I was trained. I was always told that it made the garlic more bitter. I actually have never tested it. You know, I kind of think that it probably doesn't make that big of a difference. But it's just what I do because that's how I was taught. Let's mince your garlic nice and fine this time. You don't want big chunks of garlic in here. Okay, now we're ready to cook. That's like 2 tablespoons of minced garlic, I think. All right, these things go. Basil goes. All right. I have 1.5 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast here that's cut into strips and a tablespoon of cornstarch. Add the cornstarch to the chicken. Those 2 things just get tossed together before you start cooking. And then season with salt and pepper. And stir it together. And then the chicken gets sauteed first, then removed from the pan, then the veg go in. I have a wok preheating. You could use a nonstick skillet as well. Add a little bit of oil, swirl it around. Yeah, it's been preheating for a while, so it's really hot. Now you want to cook your chicken. You can do it in 2 batches or 1, depending on the size of your skillet. I'm going to do it in 1. And you want to cook it until it's browned, but not completely cooked through. Everything's going to come back together again at the end, and you don't want it to overcook. My chicken got a little bit stuck together, so quickly before they cook together, separate them in the pan, and then just let them sit for a sec so that they get brown. Don't move it too much. The more you move it, the less likely it is to brown quickly. All right, I'm switching to tongs because I want to have a little bit more control, because I'm not really stir frying in the technical sense because there's so little fat. I want every side to have the opportunity to have contact with the wok. Once the chicken has browned but not cooked through, you can set it aside and cook the rest of your vegetables. Set it aside on a plate. It's coming together fast now. Add a couple more teaspoons of oil and then the vegetables. You want to add the peppers and onions and cook them for a couple minutes before you add the garlic. You don't want the garlic to burn. Add it after a couple minutes. Stir this around. Get it all up the sides of your wok. Meanwhile, while this is cooking, you can make a little sauce. I'm going to make a sauce here. I have a 1/4 cup of water. To that, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Not exactly Thai, I know. And 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar. Oops. All right, well, I think that's 2 tablespoons. Remember I always told you not to measure over your bowl? That's why. Now the sauce and the chicken go in together and everything gets cooked together to finish. And then the sauce too. And the cornstarch that was on the chicken will help thicken the sauce a little bit. Stir it around and maybe another minute and the chicken should be cooked through. And the sauce will thicken too. The cornstarch won't activate until the liquid comes to a boil, so make sure that it's boiling. Also, it'll taste a little bit starchy too, so 2 reasons to let it boil. I'm really upset because once again, I forgot to add an ingredient. I'm sorry. The garlic was supposed to go in after the veg had sauteed for 2 minutes. So I'm just gonna add it on the side of the pan with a tiny bit of oil and fry it here. This is probably not ideal. I mean, it's definitely not ideal because now my chicken might overcook, but sometimes life just gets in the way. I was talking and I was talking, and I forgot to add it. Season it. Now I'm gonna add the basil, and it's gonna make this dish have a high waftability and a deliciousness factor that is unparalleled. You can turn the heat off now. The basil really shouldn't cook. And wait for the wafting to begin. It's gonna be basically immediate. And look how colorful and delicious that is. Oh, fantastic. It's wafting right now. Smells so good. How about a little bit of rice? Serve it up on some rice, white rice, brown rice, your choice. I like white rice with things that have sauce because it absorbs the sauce really well. Even though I know that brown rice is healthier. Go back and forth. White rice one night, brown rice the other night. And let the wafting begin. Smells so good. The wafting will bring everybody in from the other room for dinner. You won't even have to call them to the table. All that steam is filled with basil wafting. It's like a basil aromatherapy bath going on in here.